In the previous part that we covered about the validation, we saw how we can show and create our validation. But with that, there is a small problem that whenever a user types something, their input will be lost and our input fields will become blank. We just get the validation value, but their values are empty. Now let's see how we can fill these fields with the original user value. So whenever any user types, it should display the validation message and the old value as well. So for that, again, I'm going to create some variables to store the original values of the fields. So for all of these fields, let's create a variables. The easier way is to just copy the names of all of them, hold, hold the Alt key and double click on the names, then press Ctrl C. It will copy all of them in VS Code. Now we got all our field names and let's set them to empty string as a default. Then inside the if conditions of each field, in here we will set their values. So in the name, in here we can set $name is equal to post input name. Now let's do same thing for all our fields. For the email as well, email is equal to $post email. For age as well, $age is equal to $post and age. For gender, because in here if we scroll, we have both radio button name as gender, so it will give us an array. So for gender we can type if. First let's type the validation if s set as ISSET. This will check if gender array exists in our post. So let's type post and our field name which is gender. Then first we will check if it's not exist. Then we will say gender. We have not created the gender error message. So let's create that gender error as well. Now let's type here gender error is equal to please select your gender. Now if it exists, then we will save the gender to gender variable. Now let's do it for our hobbies as well. So in here let's type if is set if this is available hobby. In that case, store the hobby which we get from the request to hobby variable. Okay, we are done. Now we have to just set these variables inside the value of our inputs. So let's scroll down and in the name, in here we will say value is equal to our opening PHP tag, then echo $sign name. And let's close our PHP tag as well. Now we got our old value in here. Let's copy this and paste it in the email also and change the name to email. Same for the age. Now we got age, email and name the original values. For the radio buttons, we can type in here before this our opening and closing PHP tags. Then inside this we will say if $gender is equal to male echo check. Now we got check. Let's copy it in the female also. Copy and paste it in here. Then change male to female. Now, for our checkboxes, because they are array, all of them with a same name, for that reason, we will have to use a function which is in array. So, in here, let's type our PHP opening and closing tag. Then, inside these tags, we will check if in array. Then in the first parameter of this, we will pass the value which we want to check if that value exists on that array or not. So in our case, the reading. So let's copy this in here. Then in the second parameter of this, we will pass our array. So our array is hobby, which we have created in here. Now, if the reading is in the hobby, in that case, we will echo check. Now, let's copy this, the all of them. So let's copy and paste it in this checkbox. Then paste it in the games as well. Change the reading to sports and this one to game. And also not check, it should be checked. Okay. Now we got our old values as well. Now if I type anything correct, submit, our error, sorry, our validation messages are gone. So let's fix all of them. Click submit. Now our form has been submitted successfully without any validation errors.